Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Okay, how y'all doing? How is everyone? Happy Tuesday. Okay. I'm like, is it Monday? I be forgetting the day sometimes. However, I hope everyone is having a good time. I hope everyone had a good day today. We're gonna have a good little chit chat around here. I did not do a thumbnail because I said, girl, either do a thumbnail or go to take a little nap. I went and took a little nap. Okay, went and laid down. Okay, and was like, girl, chill out a little bit. A thumbnail can be done later. Okay, but y'all know first things first. If you've not done so already, take a little second. Okay, make sure that you've already subscribed to my channel. Okay, like the video and all that good stuff. In the comment section, share and all that stuff. Follow me on social media, child, at JayLeesCorner on everything around here. Okay. And I feel like it wasn't much celebrity stuff going on, but I got a lot of life topics for us to get into because people was tripping. And so that's gonna happen. We were live yesterday, and I had something yesterday. I ain't got one today. We had that yesterday. So if you have not seen yesterday, go watch that. Okay. I will be live this Saturday because the verses are supposed to go on. We're supposed to get a verses, child. I don't know if it's gonna happen for real or not. Because they ain't posted what a live. I need to know what a live stream will be. We didn't get that part yet. We shall see. We get Saturday, whatever time the verses go off. I will have a live after show chit chat to get into that and whatnot. And yeah, we were out here. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How your mamas doing? How your uncles and them doing? How was everybody doing? Okay. Child. I like my new sweater though. I got it from Torrid. It's really I should have got it like a size or two smaller, but I like the oversized this because it's cold now in Michigan. Child, it's cold. I need a coat and all that stuff. But again, hello to y'all. Okay. Come on now, manifestation. Okay, you spoke my name and here I go. At first I wasn't gonna go live today. Okay, I said, girl, it's not much. It's slim pickings. I was like, but no, Jaylee, be consistent. Okay, put out a video, and here we are today. Okay, and I was looking through my save things, and I was like, it's a whole bunch of real life things going on. Okay, come on now, call me Shay Gray. Okay, you've been working a lot. Well, here we are together. Here we are together as one, and whatnot. On a whole live, we miss you because why? You a cousin. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen to my eyes. Okay, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Hype me up, like me, share me, love me, be me. The same, okay? But hello to the people. Okay, hi. If you watch it on the live, hello. If you watch the replay, hello. If YouTube ain't tell you I was on live, you can't blame me, blame them. Okay. Well, I mean, technically you can blame me because if I'm not consistent, they don't they don't share my stuff. Okay, wait, my water's too high. Anyway, look, I don't. Well, the verses. There is a live. They're gonna have it in Vegas. That will be live. But however, they said it will be some kind of streaming thing as well for folks who can't, folks who don't live in LA. I mean, who don't live in Vegas. So I'm hoping that whatever the streaming service is, that it is free. Because I do plan to have a live watch along. Okay, the live watch along will be on my secondary channel. Now I did share the link to that, so that's on my little thing or whatever. So again, we'll figure it out. But that's gonna be on Saturday. That'll be Saturday. Anyway, look, it's weird when I don't have a thumbnail. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, when I don't have a thumbnail to talk about, what's gonna happen, Lord? I don't know. However, I want to get into my topics. I only want to be on for like a little hour. That's it. Okay, I don't want to be on not too long. Okay, I want to get to it and get moving and move past or whatever. So let me get to share my screen. Now, again, if you are watching the replay, okay, make sure to like this video. Make sure to hype this video up. What this means, I guess if you hit the hype button, it gives me points, and that makes YouTube share it more, which is weird. That's strange, but I can't control what YouTube do. I can only control what I do. Okay. But let me share my screen now. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Boom, pow, pow. Okay, we here and whatnot. I don't know. I do love cozy sweaters because I love the fall and whatnot. Hello to the people popping in slowly but sure. Because usually I'm not even, and I also know I'm usually real late. So people are just coming on around 9:20, 9:30. But no, I was kinda on time today. Okay, I was kind of on time. So I know some folks may not be thinking, oh, she's going to be on late. She won't really get anything till around 9:30. I know some folks probably watch on front because I watch fucking too. But again, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Look, I do have a little bit of an additional thing with the bishop around here in Michigan, the Bishop Winans. Okay, Bishop Reverend Winans. Here, I have a little video about that as well. I do want that lady. She gives some extra money. Okay, did she give another $800? Did she? I bet she did. I part of me feel like by what's today? Today Tuesday. That was Sunday. Yesterday by 8 p.m. I really feel like she probably gave that man the other money. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let's get to because I was saving. I was saving. But again, I feel like I have a lot of random real stuff I want to talk about first. And then we're gonna do the little Nicki Minaj and her bull stuff. Okay. Tasha K standing up for Nicki. Okay, the Keisha Kayor and Gucci Mane, and that we're gonna get into that. Okay, the little Dick, little Britney Spears or whatever. But again, I am like, look, we can't always have a whole bunch of celebrity things. Sometimes it's the regular people that have crazy, foolish stories that I think is a good thing to take our minds off all of the foolishness. Okay, but yeah, look, I seen this and I said, now what now? I said, now first of all, she looked like she did it. Period. Okay. Popeye's employee is around here getting arrested because why? Using stolen credit cards, okay, to put money on her boyfriend books. Now, first of all, how are you committing a crime to put money on the books of someone who already got arrested for what? Committing a crime. I'm like, damn, are you stupid? You gotta be stupid. Okay. A Florida woman's facing multiple, meaning more than one, more than two. Okay. Further charged because why? She was allegedly accused, okay, of stealing credit card information while working at a Popeyes, okay, out here stealing the monies for her man. I'm like, now what did he do for you? Okay, what happened for you, Shantae? Okay, now look, the flag is a flagler, flaglier, I don't know. The county child in Florida. 42-year-old Shantae Johnson. Let me Google her. Let me Google it, okay? Because I just feel like is it more like what was he in jail for? How long did he have? Okay, would he have some years in jail? Is that what it was? Because I'm like, I be wondering what's the point of stealing the monies, okay, of the peoples to then be in jail with said boyfriend. Okay, I feel like that's stupid. It's dumb. But some people are stupid enough. I had to go. I want to come here, boom, because I want a full story about it. And sometimes they don't be having it all. So look, it say, oh, what's the second sus? Oh, so it was two of them. It was one and two. Girl, I had scheming and scandal. Well, first let's read this part, okay? According to the people, 42-year-old Shantae Johnson was arrested for orchestrating a scheme. It was a scheme that Shantae came up to bring us the bullshit. Involved using stolen credit cards from customers, okay, to make commissary payments for her and crushing her boyfriend. Okay, had her friend help her. Okay, Shaniqua Richburg, okay, with 49, who also helped in the fraudulent transaction or whatever. They both was, girl, you can also you have to know, don't scheme and scam with no partner. Scheme and scam on your own. Okay, because now Shaniqua, who also did it, they both were on shift working the drive-through. So I go and get my little 2-piece and a biscuit, bitch, and someone has stole my card, and then my card's being charged at a jail or a prison. And then if my man see it, he gonna ask me, well, who the fuck is Billy Bob? I don't know the fucking Billy Bob. Why the credit card got the Billy Bob payment at the prison? I don't know. I don't know Billy Bob. I ain't paid no prison people, whatever. That can get folk beat up and killed. Okay, anyway, it's a Johnson came up with a plan for the Popeyes, okay, using customer card information to load money onto her boyfriend's account, okay, at the Appalachia Correctional Institution. They were both arrested for fraud. And I'm like, now, first of all, so now you arrested, your coworker arrested, your boyfriend ain't gonna get no more money on his books. Okay. And now these are alleged, these are both of the people who, and they look like people I've seen working at Popeyes. Child, they say it was a 7-month investigation. Okay. They was arrested, charged, a whole organized scheme, child. They said she would charge the customer's credit cards, work at the restaurant. She would charge payments to the boyfriend in prison. What the man do? I wonder what the man did. A victim reported witnessing her tapping her credit card twice, once for drive-through order, and so they would tap the phone, tap the card once or drive through to pay for the thing, and a second time tapping their own cell phone, getting the monies. The victim later found an unauthorized charge of $311.90. Bitch, what? Y'all not taking $311. Oh God. The ladies out on buying on $75 child, stupid, dumb. Don't look. That also means don't use your card at Popeye. They be stealing. I just need folk to not be dumb and not be stupid because it's not worth it. It's never worth it because once you're arrested and you are charged with fraud or credit card where you can't get no job nowhere else, you can't go back to, you can't work at any other restaurant. Why? Because you be stealing from the drive-through line. Anyway, I just feel like, girl, the dick ain't worth it. He in jail, now you in jail, and it's stupid. Okay. Also, this is dumb parenting. Okay. Everybody do not deserve to have children. Everyone don't deserve to have boyfriends and girlfriends. And these couple, okay, this man, this lady, okay, this couple was arrested and charged with abandonment. Why? Because they chose to move out and leave the lady 12-year-old son behind. I said, now why he 12? I mean, that's a baby. You can't do shit at 12. No, why would y'all do that? Okay, the Texas couple was arrested because the police claimed the 12-year-old son came home from school, went home to his apartment, and realized, oh, wait, ain't nothing in. They moved out without me? Okay, it said Kevin Dwayne Adams and Erica Renee Sanders were arrested after police responded to a call about a boy returning home to find his whole family had moved. Okay, per the law and crime, the boy went to Draper's house, said, hey, our apartment is empty. Yeah, my parents is gone. And the neighbor said, you boy, your mama ain't gone. Maybe she's not home. He said, no. The apartment is empty. I'm telling you, it's empty. And the lady went over there and yep, it was empty. Okay. So the neighbor came over and said, oh, it is empty. Okay. The neighbor said, well, we knew the mama was moving, had no idea it would, one, be that sooner, that two, it would leave the son here. Okay. They had an investigation. Police called the mama and the boyfriend. Okay. They said, oh no, his uncle was supposed to come get him and bring him to us. Yeah, we had moved the stuff. His uncle was coming to get him. Police could not get in contact with the uncle who never showed up. Okay. Talk to the uncle. The uncle said, I'm not coming to get him. I don't know nothing about that. Not me. I'm the wrong uncle. Okay. Then police spoke to Adams. Okay. The dude who I feel like, is he the culprit? Because it's her son. He the boyfriend. And a part of me feel like he said, I don't want the little woman here. Okay. But they spoke to Adam, the boyfriend, who said, hey, I don't like her son. Okay, I was complaining. Fuck that kid. I don't like him. He's my nerves. Okay. The neighbor said the parents had put the boy out before, had been put. How he 12. So now the mama and her boyfriend are charged with abandoning a child. Who and where they go? Where they move to? What happened? Again, making dumb decisions. I can't. I need to put on a shirt. The dick can't be that good because now you in jail. You look dumb. He in jail too. Your son now know you ain't nothing. You left him alone for some man who don't, girl, and now maybe I don't understand people who have kids and then get a boyfriend or girlfriend and then say once they fuck the kid. I'm like, the man looked dirty. First of all, he looked dirty. His eyes look lazy. So why would you choose him over your own child? For what? And you look your girl. Anyway, I'm stop that. My point is, ladies, the dick is never that good. All these women making these decisions for people and then they in jail. I don't want no. I don't want no. I don't want no jail penis. I don't. It ain't worth it to me. It make my head hurt. I want to go to sleep. It's like no, I don't want it. So I don't understand it. Okay, now it was some more dumb people. Wait, let me get to them. I got. Oh, was it more dumb people? Where is he, Jesus? Oh, down here. Now I won't say she dumb, but I will say I can understand. Okay, because sometimes you get pissed off. Um, hi. Sometimes you can get pissed off at people. You want a little revenge. You want a little bit of revenge because someone has pissed you off, and you like I
Arrested after allegedly dumping close to 100 tampons on her ex-boyfriend's front yard in DeLand. Gabrielle Franz is now facing 2 stalking charges. According to court documents, the new girlfriend reached out to Volusia County Sheriff deputies after Franz allegedly dumped the tampons last Monday night. Franz has since bonded out of jail.
Now, first of all, the fact that she had 75 used, was she saving them? You're supposed to dispose of those. And she's a firefighter, so I mean, carrying 75 used tampons to leave on your ex-boyfriend lawn is a bit insane. If they said she had, let's say 7 tampons, okay, that's just 1 week. That's just 1 week. 75 used tampons, it make me feel like she's dirty. Because where do you store them? And like what kind of dirt? Like how where you pee on them? Because if it was 75 menstrual covered tampons, ma'am, you are clinically insane. Because that means you stuck them up there, pulled them out, put them in some kind of storage container, and then took them around there and left them outside. So, child, I mean, at least she didn't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? She got arrested. But again, no one was hurt. She, and then she, like, was they like in a backpack? It's just, I can't. What happened to this kid in a car? This, kid car, a little bit like that, flat tire, little sugar tank, this little stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna carry around 75 damn pounds. That is just weird. That's worse. If she went around and took other folks' stuff, that's even worse, because that's contamination. She'll get that STD. If she was handling other people's tampons, she has to have STD. She's passing STDs out there. Just weird. Okay, just weird. Now I want to get to this is happening. Now I did not know. Well, I don't know if this is valid or not or whatever. A Michigan woman is facing 10 years because she's selling food that she made when she bought stuff on her bridge. I said, what?
Woman will face a possible trial as she's accused of using her bridge card to fund a bakery business. 32-year-old Talia Tenayuke is charged with food stamp felony fraud of more than $1,000. Prosecutors, the Saginaw woman will face a possible trial. Alleged Tenayuke made baked goods and offered them for sale on Facebook, making several $1,000s in profit. They contend she purchased those ingredients with her bridge card, which she received through the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Alleged Tenayuke made. Today, a preliminary hearing was held, and Saginaw County District Court Judge Terry Clark bound the case over to Circuit Court. Tenayuke remains free on bond. Today.
Now, I'm confused because I feel like if you give me a bridge card and I buy food with it, you shouldn't have anything to do with what I do with the food. I don't get how unless she used the money to buy the food, sold the stuff, and did not report that income to the people, I think that's more like fraud. But if I just bought, I just think that's I don't know. That's just weird. She's only 32. Okay, she declined a plea deal, because it's bridge card fraud. Because her bakery, because she used the bridge card to buy the ingredients, And I'm like, that is so weird. I mean, I guess if you can't, I just don't see how that's fraud. Because she used the card to buy the food. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe she didn't report the income she made from that's just weird to me. I'm like, first of all, how did they find out that she was using somebody snitched? They was said they was going to dismiss the felony charge if she would plead guilty or no contest to 1 year misdemeanor, between $200,000. But she said, no, I want to go to court. I want to go to trial. Kiss my grits. I think even taking this to trial is crazy, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm thinking it has to be because she made a profit from it. And she must not have reported, but maybe she didn't think she'll make money. Oh, really? You aren't allowed. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, first of all, if I had a bridge card and I was making money, I wouldn't tell no one I had a bridge card at all. It feel like maybe she was working with somebody and they got pissed because she made a lot of money and maybe she ain't split the money, whatever. But someone probably snitched on her because how would they know that once she used a bridge card to buy the ingredients, how much money she made? Someone told on her, and that started an investigation. That's how they found out. Either way, girl, look, you better take well. First of all, now if your bakery is making thousands of dollars, you should not be getting an EBT card. Okay, so walk away, lady. Walk it in. I wonder if she's found guilty, it can be up to 10 years in prison and a $250K fine. Girl, go make that food and leave the people alone. I saw this and that's not look. Arizona daddy is facing murder charges because he left a 2-year-old in a car who died because he was somewhere watching porn and drinking. Now, I don't even know how to even approach this conversation because I have jokes, but I can't joke because it's a dead kid. You know what I'm saying? So 37-year-old Christopher is a Schultes, facing first-degree murder. Okay, police say he left his 2-year-old daughter Parker to die in a hot car while he was inside drinking, watching porn, and playing on the PlayStation. I said, the PlayStation? Do people still play on the PlayStation? It was 90 degrees that day, and the AC in the car was shut off. He was inside. So when first responders arrived, the temperature inside the car was 108 degrees. His wife, Erica, who was a doctor, texted him and said, I told you, stop leaving them in the car. Bitch, what? So you knew it? And y'all know it'd be hot as fuck in Arizona. In Arizona, it's like almost illegal to not have like air conditioning because my brother lives in Arizona. But the wife said, I told you stop leaving them in the car. The 2 other daughters told police that their dad always did this. That's how he made my baby. What? He spent the afternoon drinking, watching porn, online shopping, even shoplifting beer earlier that day. Okay, he admitted to losing track of time while drinking and playing video games. Despite all of that, the wife defended him in court, calling their daughter's death a mistake. The court even allowed him to vacation in Maui while out on girl. This is a white. I don't even. First of all, the police and them need to take them kids, take the other two kids, because if the wife knew he leave the kids in the car, he is clearly an alcoholic. He is a sex addicted alcoholic, because how and what, why the kids in the car? Like, why can't they be in the house? Like, why would you leave the kids in the car? Because it's not saying, it's not, I didn't know where it was. I need to Google him. Because it's not saying, because like, where was he? Because if you're at home, why can't your children be in the house with you while you know, in the house? It's just, that's a weird thing. I just wonder where he was. Let's listen. Hold on.
Lanier by Neuromod Devices uses dual mode stimulation to soothe tinnitus. Lanier combines.
Christopher Schultes had a chance to avoid life in prison, but he turned it down. Now he's heading to trial later this year. 13 News reporter JD Wallace is live at Superior Court after seeing Schultes in court. JD.
And Schultes said very little, has changed his appearance yet again, but not his plea.
Are you guys all here for my MDIs?
In July, Marana police responded to Chris Schultes' home after he and his wife discovered he had left their 2-year-old daughter in the car.
So this nigga was at home. This Negro was at home and chose to take the child from out the house, put the child in the car outside in the elements. Okay.
And it had an automatic shutoff feature he admitted to knowing about, while video and documents suggest he was inside playing video games for up to 3 hours. The girl was unresponsive and had a body temperature of 108 degrees on a 109-degree day. His wife texted him that she had warned him about leaving the kids in the car.
Lock her ass up too. She guilty. If you know your husband is a lying, a PlayStation playing, porn, or watching alcoholic, why leave him with the daughters?
Mr. Schultes, are you being threatened in any way to reject the plea agreement? Has anybody promised you anything outside of this courtroom or the plea agreement to compel you or help force you to reject the plea agreement? Or this is your decision? Okay.
As you can see, no glasses for Schultes in court this time, and his hair looks a bit longer and darker than his last appearance in August, which was different from his mugshot. Schultes is charged with first-degree murder and
I am upset because, first of all, he keeps changing his look because he hopes he'll get off and folks won't recognize him and know what he did.
Child abuse, and has just rejected a plea deal for second-degree murder. He's risking life in prison instead of accepting 10 to 25 years. Defense attorney Louis Fidel, not involved in this case, has explained while premeditation might not fit, felony first-degree murder can be charged when death occurs during the commission of a felony, such as child abuse. Fidel says attorneys give clients the best advice.
He in the house with a fucking drum set, watching porn, playing games, and left the daughter in the car. Now, first of all, he's a piece of shit. Okay, clearly he's a piece of shit. The mama ain't shit either. The mama should go. The daddy can go. The kids fully need to be removed from their care, because I don't understand when any one parent knows the other one is irresponsible and you just choose to say, yeah, leave them around there with the kids, and then try to say, oh, it was an accident. It wasn't an accident. It's never an accident to put your kids in the car while you're in the house drinking and watching porn. Now look, porn is great. So we're drinking. Not when the kids is around there and they depend on you for life. Okay. The kid ain't now the kid was, older, playing outside, that's whatever. But it's a 2-year-old, bitch. Okay. So again, the mama should be locked up. The daddy should go to prison for life. Kids, foster care, daycare, some other care besides these two parents. Because girl, I said porn and drinking in the PlayStation. Now, first of all, where were the other daughters at? And first of all, put your child outside so that you can watch dirty porn. That's what it was. You put your child out the house because you do not want them to know the dirty things you watch on the television. I don't like them. I hope he burns. Burn. Okay. I kept seeing this on TikTok, okay, about a DoorDasher who was complaining that she got fired, okay, because she complained about let me put a video. I had to go and find the video. Hold on. Because it was weird. So the DoorDasher girl had an order. The order said, hey, leave the food at my door. Okay. She went to the man's house. Okay, the man in the house, naked from the waist down. Door is open. She's recording him. Okay. She leave the food, she walk away.
Hey guys.
So she then goes on a whole Dasher story. Now look, I order DoorDash all the time. Okay. I am a leave it. No, I used to be leave it at my door. Now I'm like, hand it to me because I don't want my food sitting outside. However, sometimes I don't be fully clothed. I have like a robe on or whatever. I'm not exposing myself to people, but I'm like, sometimes I could be comfortable. Now, if I'm sleepy, I might doze off of my couch and whatnot. Okay. She told people that she was SA'd. And she then complained that because she told DoorDash that she was SA'd, because she posted that man on a couch in his house, on his couch, naked from the waist down, that she was SA'd or whatever. And then this is her story.
Guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills. 3 days ago, October 12th, 2020.
So, she cussed and fussed and she's upset. I get it. Because her account is not gone on TikTok. The video was like gone as well. And I feel two ways. Okay. I feel one, anybody who is, well, you have a right to be naked in your house if you want to be. However, you should not be naked in your house and then tell people to come bring you stuff, because I don't want to see your dick in your balls. Okay. So I feel like it's two ways to look at it. Because I have not heard that man side of the story. I'm like, was he asleep? Was he what? Why would you naked from the waist down? Why would you know? Why? And some folks say at one point they said she opened the door. Some folks say, she pushed the door open. I don't know. But I'm not going to say that a person does not have the right to be comfortable in their house, be naked, but you shouldn't order food and wait for someone to come deliver food and you naked from the waist down. Okay. Now, if the door was closed and she opened the door, that's on her. Okay? Because if I say leave the food at the door and you open my door and I'm naked in my house, I didn't ask you to come in, so I don't know. Because some folks at the actual video show her like opening it, or I don't know. I'm not sure. But I would not call that an SA. I would fully call that a sexual harassment. I will fully say he's a pervert. I will fully say that's some weird ass shit. I will fully say that for sure. Now, some people felt like she took it too far because he didn't walk up to her. He didn't touch her. He didn't, put his hands on her. He was just sitting there in his house naked from the waist down. And I'm like, it's weird for me. It's weird for me. Because I like when my housekeeper comes, my door is always open and she comes in herself, but I'm never naked. And if I am naked, I'm naked on my covers. So I'm not just exposing whatever, but you can't be ordering. You can't, I don't know.
I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on. And they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
And I'm like, first of all, this is uncomfortable. Your legs is tied up with the pants and your underwear. So I feel like, I do feel like he did it on purpose. I do feel like he's a creep, but I don't agree with her being SA'd, but I do believe it was a form of extreme harassment of a sexual nature. Okay. That's my opinion. Weird.
I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days.
That was great because again, the customer being naked is a problem, period. And they should not be allowed to have, and it was nighttime too. Nigga, what was you doing?
Later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this.
Now I think TikTok was taking down her. I think TikTok took down her TikTok because she was posting him. And I think on those videos that she posted before, you can clearly see. I think him because I didn't notice he was naked. I couldn't tell, but I think what she posted was a better view or whatever. So I think TikTok took down because what she posted was like nakedness.
The police are doing nothing. So hey guys, it's been a minute, a whole 24 hours, I know. But I have an update as of October 16th, 2025. But first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the overwhelming support and allyship that you've shown me. It's really making me feel so validated and seen and heard. And that's really helping me through this tough time. So I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate the outpouring of support. So the update is, last night I was made aware a bunch of people started commenting on my pages that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time.
So I had that. So this is what DoorDash put up. I'm going to read it for y'all. It's a lot. Okay. It says, we've seen some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days, and we want to clear up the air. No one should ever have to experience sexual assault, harassment, or abuse. And DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it. Full stop. We take these reports incredibly seriously and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. In this case, the Dasher let us know about the experience that made them feel unsafe, and that's exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began investigating and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support any other efforts. However, posting a video of a customer in their home and disclosing their personal details publicly is a clear violation of our policies. This is the sole reason that this Dasher's account was deactivated, along with the customers. While we investigate, we also ensure that the Dasher has full access to the earnings, meaning because she kept on saying, oh, I can't get paid. Like, no. You may not be able to make more money. However, what you made is still yours. They said, we know these are sensitive situations, and we want every Dasher to know if you ever feel unsafe or experience something concerning, come to us. We are here to listen, act, and support. So their point was, you were let go because you posted the customer in their house naked. Now, could that be complete bullshit? Probably not, because all of these, there are rules to stuff that you have to follow, in my opinion. Now, do I agree that, she should have never posted that man online? I mean, yeah. I do feel like she could have explained what happened without posting the customer. But some people want to post proof. You know what I'm saying? But this kind of goes into the thing where, posting stuff while on your job. When you think I'm showing something that should be exposed, but you're at work. And if your job has certain rules and policies, if you break those rules and policies, it could have an effect on you as well. So, I mean, should she have posted him in his house, on his couch, cock open, legs cocked open, penis flailing about? Did she have to post that on social media? No, she didn't have to. But he didn't have to be laying on the damn couch with his dick out. Two things can equal four. So I guess DoorDash probably did it. Child, let's listen to her finish off.
Didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did. Because I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements, and they sent me the deactivation email around the same time they released the public statements, like literally within the same hour.
And they probably did that because she made a public statement. And I believe the story had been, making rounds on social media. So I think they did it because you made it a public thing. So I mean, you can't be surprised that you publicly went on about something and said they then responded public. Girl, child, look.
So they sent me my deactivation email explaining my reason for being deactivated a whole 24 hours after they deactivated me, and a whole 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal, and about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal. They finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me. So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together.
Well, congratulations. Look, it was unfortunate what she had to go through because no one wants to be on their job and walk to a door and dick in their face. Okay, no one wants a random dick in their face. Okay, in person, via text, whatever it may be. No one wants that. But again, it's a lot is going on here. One, she should not have posted the customer. I do believe she should have instantly told DoorDash and the police. But I think once she made it public, once she, showed the customers on social media, that's what made them say, well, you fucked up too. Yeah, he fucked up, and the police should absolutely look into, because who knows how many other anybody's dashers or people who deliver food or whatever, who know how many other people that person has done that too. So that person should absolutely be investigated. But I feel like I don't think they were wrong for also telling her you broke a rule. You posted about the shit and posted the customer on this. Because what if the customer say, I was high, okay, order some, I was on all the drugs, okay, order some food, got hungry, took my pants off and laid down. I don't know. My point is, what if the customer say, hey, I fell asleep. I rubbed one out, ordered some food, laid down, and just fell asleep. I don't know. All I know is police look into that man to see if there are any other complaints about him exposing himself to other people. Okay, investigate him to see if that's the case. That's part one. Part two, Miss Lady, DoorDasher, if you ever experience something like that, just don't post it on social. A lot of folks tell y'all you can't post everything on social media for attention because you never know if it's gonna be good or bad. So yeah, you got a lot of attention on social media, but again, you lost your job. So yeah, but again, I hope she get another job. I do, somewhere. Shout out to people
Atlanta
snitching. Okay, 49-year-old man over in Atlanta. Okay, was trying to pop a damn airport, and the family said, "Oh hell no!" The family knew what he was going to be up to, and the family snitched.
Police headquarters, and Tasha, police say the mayor and others say this was a premeditated, researched plan.
And Karen, we're doing our live report outside of Atlanta Police Headquarters because the mayor and the police chief just finished their news conference just about 12 minutes ago. And the mayor said that they averted tragedy here because everybody, they saw something, they said something, and everybody worked together. This was Cartersville Police, Atlanta Police, the suspect's family. And the only reason why there aren't lives lost is because everybody worked quickly. Take a look.
And I think this should be studied, because I'm a firm believer, and there's always an itty bitty inkling of somebody about to do some dumb stuff. I should say something, but sometimes family like, oh, let's not say nothing. Billy Bob was a bit crazy, but we're gonna let him be. It's like, no. If y'all know Billy Bob was crazy, tell on Billy Bob.
At this surveillance video that we just got from Atlanta Police, they said this all started this morning around 9:30 when a family went to the Cartersville Police Department and said their loved one said on social media that he was going to do something. He was going to shoot up the Atlanta airport. So Cartersville Police alerted Atlanta Police and told them what was going on. They had a description of the truck. And in that time, the suspect here, 49-year-old Billy Joe Cagle, made his way to the airport, parked right there on the south side, almost on on the curb. We saw the truck when we got there. And from that point on, the search was on. And you will see that Atlanta police walked up to that suspect, Billy Joe Cagle. He was actually live streaming in the middle of that. And at first they weren't exactly sure who he was, but then they were able to confirm it and they took him down. They put him on the ground and they were able to arrest him. Now his gun, take a look at this exclusive video. His gun was in the white pickup truck that was parked outside the airport, almost on the curb there. And that is our exclusive video. We were alerted by a couple tips and we went to the airport. We didn't see any yellow tape, but we knew something was going on. We actually saw one of the traffic guys describing how big the gun was to us. That's when we knew we were in the right place. The mayor said 27 lives could have been lost today because that suspect had 27 rounds of ammo in that truck.
If your cousin is crazy, tell, snitch, say something. Ain't nothing wrong with snitching to prevent people from being killed. Again, 49-year-old Billy Joe, is it Cagle? I don't know. And the crazy part is this. People really be like, I'm going to go to this public place and just start to pow. And I'm like, but all those innocent people, like, who you mad at? What you set with? You want to go to a public airport, a public location, and it's open fire for what? He had a semi-automatic rifle in his car, in his truck. Pull up on the curb, child, which he probably would have been two people either coming in or out of the airport. Child, look, again, if you know your family crazy, snitch, tell, say something. Don't stay quiet, say something. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with snitching on the right people. Okay, so thank God that his family said no. Let's go ahead and tell. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The world's busiest airport as police raced against the clock to track down a man who they say threatened to shoot it up. The man is 49.
And he looked like he would do it.
Year-old Billy Cagle. Atlanta police say he drove to the airport from Cartersville with his assault rifle and 27 bullets. Now, this is Cagle's truck parked on the curb right outside of the South Terminal.
He ain't even parked right. Okay. He on some bull stuff.
That's the terminal for Delta Airlines. Police believe Cagle may have been in the midst of a mental health crisis.
Nope.
They stopped his plan thanks to the help of his family.
Well, good. Get him some help. Get him to Jesus, not to Jesus, child. But no, let's stop blaming mental health as a first option because some folk just be on some bull stuff, and that's what it is. Now, without all the crazy people news I had, I think, now look, I don't like pets. Okay, I don't like regular pets. I don't like birds. I don't like none of that shit. Okay, I would never go and pet a wild animal, and this is why.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday, and right now you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Now, first of all, he stayed too calm for me. Okay. I would have freaked out. Okay. Now, first of all, it's a good thing he stayed calm because, if he wouldn't have been so kind and so calm and so stern, it could have went left. Okay. But I would have freaked out. You hear me? Because that's a whole baby lion. Okay, that's a whole baby, a jaguar, a lion, a black panther with brown spots. I don't know. It's a whole animal. Okay, he said, "Hold up, stop it. You playing too much. Come get him. Somebody come get." Child, what is going on? Okay. Now, when I seen the comments, someone said, "Oh, he must have trained dogs or whatever." No, it's too calm. That's a whole wild animal. It's a whole wild animal. Okay, so y'all look, keep him out my way. I don't want him nowhere near me because what if it would have ran into the girl? Anyway, yeah, I don't. His whole neck could have got bit off. Okay, whole neck gone, whole head gone, arm bitten off. But I think because he was so calm and stern with the thing didn't have a chance to kind of flip out or whatever. But child, out on my watch. I would have quit. Sorry, your hour in? Okay, no, let's see. Look, y'all take 30 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Like the video, and then we'll do the couple of celebrity stories I have because, yeah, I'm tired. And we're back. I want to start with well, first of all, Nene. No, I'm not gonna do Nene. I'm not gonna do that. I want the bishop. So yesterday we had a discussion about the bishop, right? The bishop was around there asking for all that money. Okay, around there saying, "Hey, I need 1,000 plus another 1,000 and whatever." He told that lady that ain't what I needed. So Fred Hammond showed a longer version of Bishop Marvin Winans, trying to give instructions for the monies.
We're going to do this a couple of ways. Those that have the 1,000 plus 1, that means you're coming with your 1,000 that you're giving, plus you've asked someone else to give. Now you don't have to stop at 1,000, and we're going to deal. So in other words, if you say, Pastor Winans, I'm coming with my 1,000 plus another 3,000, then you'll say that. You understand? And if you didn't get the plus 1, but you maybe came with $250, you're going to come say that this is my 1,000 plus 250. You with me? And we're going to.
So what?
Go all the way down. So I need you, in order for this to work, I need you to come when you're called with the offering that you're bringing. We're going to do this a couple of ways.
So you still ask for people to come up with $1,000 plus whatever the extra was. You said it may not be an extra 1,000, but it may be an extra 250. So if that's the case, why was that lady told that ain't what you wanted? I'm just wondering.
Those that have the 1,000 plus 1, that means you're coming with your 1,000 that you're giving, plus you've asked someone else to give. Now you don't have to stop at 1,000, and we're going to deal. So in other words, if you say, Pastor Winans,
Fred then said, I'll just sit this here for full context, okay? If you want, someone cut the video up for that version. I don't know why. I don't know who cut it up, okay? I don't know what the motive was. But for context, bloppy bloop, organization raises money all the time. It doesn't wrong with the church taking care of his own. Even though he condemned me to hell for being an honorary PBS, he's still my mentor, and I can protect him with putting the whole thing out for truth. Bloppy bloop.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
And so at the end of the day, you said, hey, I need at least 1,000 plus whatever else. So you should have never said to her, that ain't what I asked for. Because you did say it could be less than an extra 1,000. Disappeared. Now I seen a longer version of this as well. Child, somebody else gave 50,000. Okay, somebody else gave 25,000. I said, bitch. I said, no. First of all, where y'all at? Okay, let me go down to perfecting. Okay, and let me get it out because what's these? I said, girl, where? It was somebody. It was one lady who did 1,000 plus 24,000 for a total of 25,000, and then somebody else did 1,000 plus 49,000, which was a total of 50. I said, girl, y'all raised $75,000 right then and there. Okay, at that point, what y'all need my 1,000 for? Okay, my 1,000 is included in the 25,000. You don't need my 1,000. Okay, what the hell? I was like, girl, what is going on here? Yes, where is my 40K? And I saw that version on TikTok. It was just a full clip of them doing the money stuff. So it was like someone had 4,000, someone had 3,000. But the two I remembered, I said, bitch, she just said a total 25,000. And the other one was like, oh yeah, we doing 50, girl. Either way it go, he should have never told that lady that ain't what I asked you for. It was. You asked for $1,000 at the least, plus whatever else. Okay. So Bishop Marvin Winans, okay, stop that bullshit. Okay. Now my mom and my sister both saw this and they both like, now what was he doing? What was he thinking? I said, child, he wasn't thinking. Not today. Child, them people at the house that's white said that Orange Man is not considering pardoning that man or commuting Diddy sentence or whatever. I don't believe it. Okay. I feel like I don't care because whatever. Okay. But the White House is saying that TMZ reporting that somebody within the White House organization told them that Code 45 is, thinking about, is close to, thinking about commuting Diddy sentence or whatever. They say it ain't true. Now I'm torn because TMZ told us, was it TMZ or was it Hollywood? I think was TMZ the one that said, wasn't it TMZ that said the queen that died and she was alive? Wasn't it TMZ? And she was alive and whatnot. I don't know, but again, we shall see. I don't care that much. They be lying. They all be lying. I don't know. Adrian Broner, who's a boxer, they have something called a toxic test. Now, this man he's like 30 something. Okay, Adrian went on to post sexual stuff about women he's been with in the industry. Okay. Now I'm not gonna name everybody. Okay. But it says, who gave you the best sex in your life? Child, he mentioned Ruby Rose, Britt Eady from Housewives of Atlanta. He mentioned Carly Red. I was like, he just out here naming people. First of all, if one of my exes was out here just putting an ad on it, I would say, first of all, why is you snitching? Why are you telling? Again, who gave you the best sex of your life? Who gave you the worst sex of your life? Who gave you the best hair? I'm like, who? First of all, why is it anybody's business? Worst sex, best head, worst head, or who do you wish you were still in a relationship with? Okay, who do you wish you never been in? Not Carly Red was the person you wish you would. Girl. Who was the one person you cheated on everybody with? Who do you want back? Who butt did you eat? His response was, I be too drunk, so I don't know it. How you too drunk? First of all, how you too drunk to know who ass you ate? That you then who ate your ass? He tagged people, girl. So I just need y'all to know, men be snitching. Okay, look, I cannot. Child, look, I can't fathom minding my business one day, and someone called me and said, you know, so and so was on social media, and he said that you was this. What? He said, I will be so pissed. I will be so upset because I am a firm believer in what happens behind closed doors, stay behind closed doors. Okay. What happens in private ain't no one else's business. Even if I am the best at it all. Okay. But my point is, you should not be out here talking. Okay, best and worst. Now again, he said they asked him who gave you the worst sex. He said nobody because I do all the work. Well, that's boring. They should have too. But I just feel like who gave you the worst head? I don't think I ever had a bad batch of head in my life. What a bad batch of head? What does that mean? What's a bad so what's a bad batch of head? I don't know what that means. Like, I mean, I guess if they use teeth, that's probably bad. If they, I don't know. But he said I've never had. I don't think I've ever had a bad. But that's a weird response. That's a weird response. A bad batch of head. Too drunk to remember who ass he ate, and he's never had bad sex because he does all the work. I could ask some people, but I'm not gonna do that. But I'm a very private. I am a very private person because it ain't no one's business. And once you expose your freaky side to someone, you don't want them out here telling people what you do or how you do it or what it was or how it went down. And if you were too drunk to know who ass you ate, that means you eat. You should know whose ass. No, first of all, I've never ate ass. That's first of all, I don't get it. I don't understand it. So if you are too drunk to know whose ass you ate, that means you eat all the ass. You not even selective with the ass you be eating. You should know I was drunk this one time, maybe twice, once with Shaniqua and once with LaQuisha. Okay. So with Shaniqua and LaQuisha, I know I probably ate that. But to say I be too drunk, so I don't know. Child, look. But Carly being who he regrets, him admitting sex with Britt Edie, girl. Anyway, nigga, stop talking. Okay, stop talking.
Watch this.
Kevin McCall. Now, do y'all remember Kevin McCall? Kevin McCall is Eva, Eva the Diva, Eva from All the Queen's Men, Eva from American Next Top Model. Eva's daughter, Marley Ray, that is her baby dad. They were together, child. He was abusive to her. It was like a video of her. I remember it was a video of Eva like locked in a room, trying to like get away from him and whatnot. And Bobby loved it. So, and Eva daughter, the daughter, like she gotta be like 13 by now. She had at least a teenager or whatever. But Kevin was also an artist, a producer, like he was in that world back then. And I also believe he may have some kind of mental thing going with him and whatnot. However, he kind of went away for a while. Okay, he went away for a while. I know that Eva, I think he don't have any like parenting rights over the daughter. Eva's husband adopted the daughter. Like he don't have no child anything with that girl. Okay, if you I think he was on the song Deuces a while ago. However, he popped back up on a podcast, child, and he up here crying. He said because he got a bridge card.
I think it's a game, bro.
Testimony.
Why the
tell your life.
Get in on this.
I witnessed it.
He finna be in here and
Why
tell
the
us
fuck
what's
got
going
an
on.
EBT card?
We
And
got
this is
hold
at
on,
Breezy Bro
cuz.
and made 90 whatever the million, and it say KKKKK Max. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm
right
not
now.
even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all want to see me cry on here, so y'all can think I'm a bro.
Fuck, nigga.
That ain't fair.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
hey,
That's why.
hey. Look, bro.
Calm down, bro.
I'm on EBT,
Calm down.
Smack. Look. Say my name, bro. That shit is better. I had to
If you don't put that card back in your wallet, they take it.
go up in that by my face with a mask like COVID, bro.
Don't act like every had no motherfucking EBT
card.
On the set, I think I had an EBT card.
They both got EBT cards. Child, what it? Can I get one? I want an EBT. I want to get my food for free.
I get an EBT.
Child, being on a podcast and you have your own EBT card and someone else, child.
I walk in the building and look at me crazy.
Let me tell you this, cuz.
my name.
On the set, everybody gonna go through problems, bro. See, my thing is with you though, cause like he was saying, you are talented. You are out here. You are a producer. You are a singer. You are a songwriter. You are all of those things. You're still a father, even if you still haven't seen your kids in 10 years.
Because he had 2 kids. He had Eva's daughter and another baby with somebody else. And he not in either kid life.
You're still all of those things. But what we should be doing is leaving the past to pass. You feel me? Moving forward, and forward motion is a thing. You feel me? Working on yourself and moving forward, and you can only see what's in your future is a thing. We can't sit here and hold on to all of that that was a past and trying to see who owe you.
Nah. If you owe me $25K, I'm gonna need my $25K. Okay. If you owe me, I'm gonna need my money. Okay. I am like, no. Now I agree that you have to let go of old like bull stuff. But if I'm on EBT and I ain't got no money and you owe me some, can I get my ducats? Now I also feel like if you are not making money in the music world, you need to go get a job. Okay, if you can't book no producer gigs, you can't get no singing jobs, boot. Okay, go get a job. Okay, go work for EBT. Okay, go get a job. Okay, go do. First of all, how much folks make on OnlyFans? Do I have to go on OnlyFans to get my 40K? I'm just wondering. But again, I do. My question is him saying he's on EBT, which means he's on like assistance. He's, welfare, Medicaid, EBTN, food stamps or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. But again, what have you been trying to do the past 10 years? Okay. What have you been doing the past 10 years to sustain yourself to where you can be self-sufficient? Okay. You can't blame Chris Brown owing you some money as to why you don't have no job currently. Okay. Go do some and crying about being on EBT. Sir, I want an EBT card. Now, I don't want to be broken that too, but I wish they could give everybody a little food assistance program. Okay, but and I promise y'all, just I think like a couple days ago, because I know 21 Savage had a birthday party, and it was a 90s theme party, and Escape performed without Latasha, and I was like, I wonder what Latasha Scott, formerly of Escape, I'm like, what did she do to make money? Because we don't really see her like performing nowhere. Like she don't have no music out. I'm like, is she like writing for something? Like I'm like, what does she do for money? You know, so Kevin, go do something to make money. Okay? Go do something. Now, after he was on there crying about his EBT, Young Thug, okay, who should go sit down somewhere, okay? Young Thug popped up on the social medias, okay, and say, hey, because Kevin said, hey, Chris Brown, can I get 25,000 for them 4 songs? You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to do, can I get 25K or whatever? So Thug said, hey, I'll give you the money. He said, Kevin McCall, hit my nigga. He probably hit me, okay? Hit me up, my nigga. I'll give you the 25K you need. And I know, wrong, no. I know CB will give it to you. Also, bro, he a real one. Niggas is busy sometimes, brother. Child, what? Can they not spell? Anyway. But yeah, it was nice of him to say, hey, look, I'll give it. I got y'all tag Thug, tell Thug to give me 25K. Okay. But again, that was nice of Kevin, of Thug to say, hey, I'll give it to you. You know, now this be the get you gotcha. Okay. If he say, hey, I need 25K. Okay, cool. I give you the 25K. What you gonna do with it? Is your cost of living able to sustain you not spending that money up fast? If would a 25K last longer than a month? You know what I'm saying? Like how much would that help? Would you know how to manage the 25K? Because if I give you 25K, you spend it all and you don't have any other means of making money, you back in the same boat. You know, now if you give someone 25K and let's say that clear all their bills and whatnot, and they then start from scratch, at least if he's working and making money, you know, what will happen? But if asking for some money isn't going to help you be in a better place, ain't no point in giving it to you because you ain't gonna do shit with it besides spend it real fast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and maybe Chris Brown would come around. Maybe Chris will, because it's on Twitter still. I don't know. Maybe Chris Brown will also give 25K. That's 50. I don't know. But then won't he have to report the money to EBT? And now you done got 25K from Young Thug. You done lost your EBT. Okay, you're not working around here. So the 25K gone, your EBT gone, and what's next? So have a plan. Okay, have a plan. I'm like, y'all just be tripping for no damn reason. I had saw this days ago. The whole thing with Kevin, Britney Spears' ex-husband, Kevin, who, and they've been divorced, child, since 1900, forever ago. Okay, a long time ago. Now he writing a book or whatever, which I think is a money grab. Them kids gone now. He ain't got no money. He was getting 40K a month for like 15 years, maybe 20 years. I don't remember. Okay. But he was getting 40K a month from her. It was like 20K was spousal support, 20K with child support. And Kevin is still acting broke. First of all, if someone is giving me $40K a month, I'm going to make sure that my house expenses is under $15,000. Okay. If I'm getting $40K a month for not doing nothing besides, I'm a parent. Okay. But I would make sure my expenses is half of that. I'm not going to move somewhere that costs $20K to live. And I think that be the bad part is sometimes folks get money and they make money and then they make their expenses higher. No. If you're getting $40K, sit down somewhere. Okay, get you a little house that's maybe bitch, buy a house. Okay, or if you're renting or whatever, I don't care. My point is you should make your expenses, your regular expenses, be half of what that is. Period. And I'm upset that his book is getting any attention. Period. It's a book. The fact that Britney Spears' ex-husband, the baby daddy, has a memoir. Okay. Titled "You Thought You Knew," coming out on I guess today, 21st, and he's been doing promotion for the book, and I was like, he's a bitch. Okay, child.
A question that is on everybody's mind: why do this now? Because there's an assumption that you are doing this because the child support ended with Britney.
Really? That you want to go there right away? All right, I'd be lying.
Where else would we go, Kevin? We don't know you. We only know you because you married Britney Spears, knocked her up twice, and then y'all divorced.
If I said that I didn't want this book to be successful, I wish I sell 1 million books or more or whatever. Money's not at the root of this story. It never has been.
Then why it ain't free? If you don't care to make no money, why it ain't free?
So for me, I'm doing this now. I wanted to make sure that my children were old enough to understand what I'm doing. Everything has always been about my family. And that's what people don't really realize is that
Now, we do remember him and Shar Jackson and how he left Shar Jackson to be Britney.
every step that I've taken has been for the benefit of my children.
He had multiple children with Shar Jackson, and he left her to be with Britney.
And my children are ready for me to tell my story.
He's only talking about his kids with Britney. Okay, but we can't forget he has kids with Shar Jackson.
Because it's not just my story, right? This affects everybody in my family. My kids, my wife, even my exes.
Kevin
He married now? Who the fuck made Kevin Redline?
says there's another reason he's speaking out. He's concerned about what he calls Britney's erratic behavior.
It don't matter, sir. She ain't your problem no more. You and Britney have been divorced since forever ago. Whatever she been going through, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
And while they haven't spoken in years, he's heard stories from their two sons, Preston and Jaden.
I'm really worried. I'm absolutely, as a father, terrified that one day I might wake up and my sons are going to have to deal with the unimaginable.
First of all, we're all gonna die. Okay, so we all gonna wake up one day with their parents. Now, no one wants that to be sooner rather than later.
I kind of have to sound the alarm that I truly feel that somehow, some way, I just wish that their mom would get help. Everything in my book that I talk about, what's going on now, and I'm not going to get into details because I'm not going to just expose her personal life, but it's 10 times worse than anything that I've said in my book.
Now, don't forget, Kevin had them boys for some years, so the boy don't even be with Britney. So whatever she's currently going through, no one's around.
Rewind to 2004.
Are you going by Federline or Spears? We talked about it?
Federline. Yeah, Britney Spears Federline.
Kevin, a former backup dancer, met Britney at a club.
Child.
About 3 months later, she popped the question. Kevin says he said no at first, but then he says he's concerned about change of heart.
The night before our wedding, we're at the Fairmont in Santa Monica in one of the bungalows. And I was like, what's wrong? I thought she was talking to her mom on the phone or something. And maybe she was like having doubts. And she told me that she was on the phone with Justin. And I just kind of stepped back like, did I just hear you right? What the hell is going on?
Look, bottom line, Kevin is on some bullshit. Okay. Now, Brittany said he's gaslighting me, he's fucking with me or whatever. Leave me alone. He is hurtful, it's exhausting. I've always pleaded in Spain to have life with my boys. Again, the boys are like, how old are these kids? Let me see. How old are the Britney Spears? Yeah. The kid, they're 19 and 20. Okay. They're a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old. Again, the boys have been with Kevin for a while. Sadly, I've always witnessed the lack of respect shown by their own father for me. They need to take responsibility on the child, not for themselves. With one son only seeing me for 45 minutes in the last, with one son only seeing me for 45 minutes in the last 5 years. The other one only 4 visits in the past 5 years, meaning whatever she's been going through, they haven't seen. Britney Spears has been, now don't get me wrong, Britney Spears does need help. However, what she's going through, Kevin wouldn't know because he's not around there. Kevin trying to sell pipe dreams, and I don't like it. Now, again, he was with Shar Jackson. Okay. When he got with Britney, he was, I believe Shar was pregnant with one of their kids. Let me see. How many kids does Kevin have? So it says Kevin has 6 kids. But with who? What a black ones? Sean Preston, Federline, Jaden James. Wait. Now, I need to know who was with. How many did Shar Jackson? I have to know. Because so Shar has 4 children. Donovan, Castley, Corey. So at least 3 kids with Kevin. And I believe when Kevin got with Britney, Shar was pregnant with their child. And both Britney and Kevin was making it seem like Shar was crazy for being pissed off that he left her for Britney because they were in a relationship and she was pregnant with their kid. Okay. It's just weird. So they said Shar and Kevin have 2 kids together. She's 4 total. But she was pregnant with a kid when he left her for Britney. Okay. Kevin did what what's that man's name? Tristan. When Tristan left his pregnant girlfriend for Chloe, that's what happened. That's what happened. But he recently said, I'm sorry. I handled the breakup bad with Shar. I wasn't honest. We knew that. We knew, and back then I was pissed at him and Britney. Because I'm like, Britney knew what was up. But she's, I love him. I want to be with him. So I need everyone, don't buy that man book. Let that man live on, let him get an EBT card, okay? Let Kevin get an EBT card. I don't like him. I don't. It aggravates me. I want to get to Keisha K. Oh no, let's do a quick thing for where's the Erica Dixon? I put her on my title. Erica Dixon. So if anybody watches Love and Hip Hop anymore, okay, Prince used to be on, I think, Love and Hip Hop. I think Hollywood. Eric, or was he in Atlanta? Maybe he was in Atlanta. I don't know. Prince used to be on Love and Hip Hop. We all know Erica Dixon. So while talking with Chaotic, Prince talked about getting with Erica Dixon, who, as we know, is Scrappy's baby mama.
All the people I've dealt with are from other cities. Mariah Lynn, Bridget Kelly, Erica Dixon.
Wait. Erica who?
Dixon. Erica was what?
Who is Erica Dixon?
You know who Erica Dixon is?
Is that Scrappy baby mama? Wait, I was just trying to clarify. You got Scrappy baby mama?
Me and Erica had a little relationship, you know what I'm saying? That was my little baby at one point. I thought that's why Scrappy didn't fuck with me, because he knew that me and her had been hanging out and, you know, like kicking it. I went to Atlanta one time, stayed with her at the crib. Yeah, that was.
First of all, Chaotic is messy. Prince is messy. And that's not. I mean, to sit around and be gossiping about who you banged before, I'm like, girl.
She's an amazing woman. She's amazing. I have nothing but respect for her. She's an amazing woman. To be honest.
Erica said, hold up a bit. Okay, Erica said, girl, hold on. Hold on, girl. Don't do that. Okay. Grown men sitting around gossiping is beyond me. Start by telling how I met you through my gay homeboy. Not the gay homeboy. Not you met him through the gay homeboy. No relationship, no situationship, nothing sexual ever. We were just cool. You're clearly still battling with your sexuality, and that's not my issue. Leave me the fuck alone and keep my name out y'all's mouth, especially you, Chaotic. Okay, you don't want these problems. I don't bother nobody, but y'all stay coming for me. Find somebody safe to do expeditiously. Okay, Chaotic responded and said, "Eric, I was doing an interview. I didn't know it was coming. Wasn't planned." Again, gossiping about who you used to be is dumb. Now, over the past, he was in Miami. Okay. Over the past, there have been speculation, okay, conversation that people felt like Prince was either gay, bisexual, not fully hetero. Okay, they felt like Prince at one point maybe liked a little bit of penis. Okay, I like penis, but I'm a woman. Okay, so there have been again insinuation that he's been gay. So her even saying I met you through my gay homeboy is leaning towards you gay, and I know you gay, and we was cool. So don't go talking as if it was something between us like sexual in nature. Like we were a thing. We were not a thing. Okay. What I respected her saying, first of all, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't play with me. Okay, don't use me, don't be mentioning me or whatever. Or if you do, say you met me through your gay homeboy. Okay. Because again, for child, even him here, you know.
All the people I've dealt with are from other cities. Mariah Lynn, Bridget Kelly, Erica Dixon.
Wait. Erica who?
Dixon. Erica was what?
Who is Erica Dixon?
You know who Erica Dixon is?
Is that Scrappy baby mama? Wait, I was just trying to clarify. You got Scrappy baby mama?
Me and Erica had a little relationship, you know what I'm saying? That was my little baby at one point. I thought that's why Scrappy didn't.
It's the bees. It's the bees for me. Look, either way it go, men, stop it. Okay. Even if you did used to mess around with her, why bring it up now? If no one knew when it happened, no one should know now. Somebody, look, if no one knows, no one should know. Okay. The only one you should have a conversation with is who you was with. That's it. Okay. But Erica said, bitch, play with somebody else, get out my face. Okay, immediately. Now I want to get to Nicki and them. Well, firstly, Nicki posting an AI generated video of somebody put Jay-Z's face on all these women's bodies. Now, I can picture Beyonce well, first of all, I don't know if this kind of stuff reaches Beyonce. I'm not sure if people putting Jay-Z's face on women's stuff. I don't know if that makes it to Beyonce's inbox or to Beyonce's task list or to Beyonce's orbit. I'm not sure. However, this beef that Nicki has with Jay is insane. Okay? It's completely insane. What is wrong with people, bitch? I'm like, what is wrong with people? Oh my god. Okay. That's part one of the things that was going on with Britney. Not Britney, with let me refresh. That was going on with Nicki. But Nicki, where is it? It's so much stuff, child. One, Nicki was posting her happy anniversary for her husband. Okay, happy anniversary. Thank you. God bless you, my love. I think her man can't be on social media because he's on the record. He probably can't be on the net. Okay, so she's always posting these little candid pictures of them or whatever. Because that man, child, is someone high. But again, it was their 6th wedding anniversary yesterday. So she did post happy anniversary, baby. Okay. Separate from that, she was on social media, child, talking big stuff, ended up cutting off her IG because she was complaining, saying Gucci Mane's wife, Keisha Gayor, has been trying to be me for years, been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. Girl, ain't that what is anyway? Gucci hates Deborah Adney. They don't want Deborah around me. She's around me now. So hold on. So they'll be letting you act wild like that? The fact that she's telling us Deb Adney is around her and Deb is allowing you to be on the social media going. Okay, anyway. Charlamagne the fraud, Jay-Z friend and business associate, using iHeartRadio for these disgusting ploys against innocent families. He was around Wendy before her life went to hell. Not blaming Charlamagne for when. You do know, Nicki, Charlamagne and Wendy had not been around each other for years. For years. So what did Charlamagne work with her at the radio station years ago have to do what happened to her once her husband got that girl pregnant and they divorced? Anyway, the buck stops here, baby. Bookmark this tweets. Y'all really don't understand who I really am. Bring it, let's play. Y'all want attention, let's do it. LAPD, where the evidence of my home being swatted with a toddler inside 4 times. Guns drawn, Republic records stand up. For me, any day now you regret it. Girl, again, Nicki be on here just tripping. Okay, so she was on Twitter tweeting. Okay, sorry to all inspiring artists, young superstars in the making. Y'all not on the radio being interviewed because their agenda needs to be pushed first. If you can't see what's happening, if you can't see what's happening, may you be forever cursed. You're already blind, now you're cursed too. Not you putting the heckers on people. Gucci Mane and his wife, Keisha Gayor, was on the Breakfast Club. You know, Gucci Mane, Nicki Minaj were both under the same umbrella at one point. under Dead Acne and really with Gucci. So they were saying this.
Gucci. And if you really think about all the artists that he has touched and could have signed, he could have been bigger than any label out there. If you go through them, we can go from Thug to Waka to the Migos to the list goes on and on and on. Do you think?
Yeah, Waka was signed.
Yeah. Do you think if I was there, I could have helped him build that empire? Because he could have been really like an Atlanta Def Jam.
1,000%. Even like we had this conversation many years ago. I said, Gucci, you just have to accept that you're not well and fix it.
Now, Nicki's saying that Keisha Gayor, that's Gucci Mane's wife, wants to be like her. Is her point. And we think it's because of this interview.
Just accept it. I said, people take Tylenol every day. Just take your medication every day. You'll be fine. Just accept that you're sick, fix it, and you'll be okay. And absolutely, he had so many artists from back in the day, and because of this, they re-signed with other people or whatever the situation is, and it pisses me off because none of them respects him. Or give him the credit like Gucci signed me. Gucci's the one that got me out the slum. Gucci's the one that changed my life. None of them talks about that. Not one of them.
Does that bother you? Because it's a lot of artists that are multi-platinum that are still selling records that you were the first person to give an opportunity to. We can name the list, but the list goes on and on.
Yep. I feel like I had to hold myself accountable. I got locked up. I messed up the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying like they don't have to pay me homage. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, this I feel for some reason is the first time I've seen Gucci Mane, and he looked like the old Gucci Mane, but still the new Gucci Mane or whatever. Because before I don't know, but he looked like himself right here.
But it's like that's part of how I was raised and just who I am. I get fulfillment out of helping artists. You know what I'm saying? I was reaching out to them, trying to help them because I saw talent in them.
And not just Southern artists.
No, not just Southern artists. DJs, producers, whatever. That's just like who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to open the door studio. I'm going to bring people in. I'm going to work with the up and coming. That's what I like to do. You get what I'm saying? If it didn't work out the way it did because I got locked up, I got to say, hey, I got myself locked up.
He looked like Gucci Mane.
I messed that up. But since then, I've been doing well. Since I got out, I've been on been a whole different, everything been going good.
I always wondered, did any of those artists reach out when you were locked up and say, let me help?
No.
Any of those artists? Damn.
Let me say this, though.
Keisha said, nope.
Let me say this. It is still kind of like paying it forward because when I got out, all those artists did come back and do songs with me. You know what I'm saying?
But when you were down, did they help?
They didn't.
They don't acknowledge him. He doesn't care or feel that way, but from the outside looking in, they should acknowledge him,
I feel like
she like, that's my man. My man, my man, my man. They don't respect him. He helped them, and it's some bullshit. Now, it was a separate part of them talking. Did I save it? Where they did like mention Nicki a little bit.
I look at
just in the aspect of Nicki used to be on. Nicki got started through Gucci and then transferred, around or whatever. They were also discussing how Gucci Mane, I think he was like diagnosed like schizophrenic or bipolar. So he has like an actual clinical diagnosis of mental issues or whatever. And her point is like, when he's going through shit, I'm shutting it down. I thought I saved it, but maybe I didn't. That ain't it. I am so mad that I didn't save it like I thought I did. Because it was her saying that when Gucci is having any issues, that she makes sure to like lock down his social media. She blocked his phone. She does not allow him to get caught up in the bullshit. I thought I saved it, but I must not have. Of her saying that, and people were comparing her doing that with Gucci to someone saying somebody should need to do that with Nicki. And I think that could have also made Nicki upset because someone do need to take Nicki's phone. Someone do need to go say, Nicki, go sit down. Please stop. Leave it alone. Don't do it.
We can go from
I wish I had it. So after this interview is when folks feel like that made Nicki say, "Oh, she wanna be me." Folk then put up child pictures showing Nicki in an outfit and then Keisha K on one. But I feel like, first of all, it's fashion. Most of the girlies do be wearing the same shit at the same time. If they had the same stylist or whatever. But again, I'm like, girl, look, I mean, maybe they both shop at the same place. I mean, maybe they both like Fendi. Okay. But I'm like trying to make it seem like, oh, she copying Nicki. I'm like, no, it could be this is a different dress, same designer. But again, they're making it seem as if, oh, well, she wants to. I'm like, no, they're both wearing name brand stuff. They're both in Dior, in Fendi, in Gucci. I mean, what do you want us to do? What are we supposed to do with? I don't know. Now, this is very similar. The hair and the headband and the Gucci. So, or maybe maybe she flattered. I don't know. I don't know. But after all of her commenting on social media, she then deleted her IG. And she put this thing up on Twitter. Do you know how many millions of dollars I paid in Cali taxes? I could have this girl. We don't care. But again, she around here just saying that girl want to be me, and then took off her IG. Nicki, there is an absolute issue where Nicki likes to feel like she is the only person that can do this, that, or the other. And I feel like once she realizes that, girl, the call is coming from inside us. Even at one point with Kevin and them too, she had put up, did I save it? She had put up like, oh, I can't stand Kevin Federline. I'm like, girl, first of all, Nicki, your husband is Kevin Federline. You can't be pissed at Brittany, your husband. Your husband is just like Kevin Federline. Someone none of us knew. You chose to marry, have a kid, and then you started tripping once married to that man. So again, I don't know what Nicki is going through. I'm not sure if anyone can take that phone and lock shit down to where she isn't out here looking completely like a crazy person. Now, even Tasha K was trying to stand up for Nicki. Okay. Girl, where's the stuff at? I hate when right here. So they were also discussing like Nicki Cardi shit. Okay. Tasha K then said, y'all gonna stop twisting my damn words. Nicki ain't got no damn schizophrenia. Let's be real. Most of us got a little bit bipolar crazy in us, and that's facts. They tried the 5110 Kanye West for being bipolar. It's a mood disorder. Like the fuck? Then turn around and tended to seize his assets just because he was talking his shit. Meanwhile, when Williams was sitting in a luxury hospital suite with her lawyers who spent her money, Michael Jackson's gone. Britney Spears had to flee the U.S. to Mexico to feel free. What part I don't understand? This is a systematic injury takedown. Not a takedown meant to make her look incapable of managing her own money. And let's be clear, Kenny, the husband, is in the way. All this started after she tweeted about the COVID vaccine. Hold on.
Not something that is like a conspiracy theory. This shit actually happens. But if they're able to separate Nicki and Kenny, that makes Nicki vulnerable because your husband is your power of attorney. Your husband is your signator on all of your accounts in the event anything goes wrong. Michael wasn't married. Britney Spears was married, but of course they control all of that. And so the mere fact that all these narratives are out about Kenny stealing this to buy chains and buy that, that's not what it is. It's like, they got doctors that are giving out these diagnoses saying that she's schizophrenic and bipolar and all of this stuff. And then Kenny's now here. She trusts Kenny. Of course, they've known each other since they were kids. Their families know each other. And so Kenny is just in the way. And so what do? You create narrative. This is not something.
Now, technically, what Tasha just said was she was diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Something that is like a conspiracy theory. This shit actually happens. But if they're able to separate Nicki and Kenny, that makes Nicki vulnerable because your husband is your power of attorney.
Now, the fact that Tasha K know who Nicki's power of attorney is, child.
Your husband is your signator on all of your accounts in the event anything goes wrong. Michael wasn't married. Britney Spears was married, but of course they control all of that. And so the mere fact that all these narratives are out about Kenny stealing this to buy chains and buy that, that's not what it is. It's like, they got doctors that are giving out these diagnoses saying that she's schizophrenic and bipolar and all of this stuff.
Doctors giving out diagnoses of schizophrenia and bipolar. So are you confirming that Nicki has been diagnosed? Because Cardi said you got diagnosed.
And then Kenny's now here. She trusts Kenny. Of course, they've known each other since they were kids. Their families know each other.
So that's me asking. If she's saying Nicki was diagnosed, boom, before she got with Kenny. Okay. She then got with Kenny. She trusts him. He's her, POA, power of attorney. Meaning, is Nicki Minaj diagnosed with stuff? And is Kenny in charge of the girls?
And so Kenny is just in the way. And so what do? You create narrative. This is to try to separate, because if you separate, then you can divide and conquer. And so that's what it's about. She's going into her latter years and, there's a lot of money on the line and she's worth a lot, but Kenny is in the way.
So to me, Tasha trying to defend Nicki in a way of saying, they're trying to sabotage her. They want to come between her and Kenny because Kenny is her lifeline right now because he's the PO girl. All the business. Now, in a separate conversation, they say she's now talking about Nicki and Cardi's fight at that fashion show back in 2018 where Cardi got a knot on her head. And I'm like, what now? What happened here?
And I asked Nicki about this. I said, why are you doubling down on Rod giving out a knot? Because that's not what happened. The security gave the knot. Everyone knows that. The cameraman, right? But I guess maybe it's to get in the other side, get under the other side's skin and stuff like that. But I'm just like, it just seemed too well coordinated. I don't know. And the person that brought me this doesn't lie. This was a moment, and it was supposed to be a humiliation ritual, but it turned. I'm trying to be careful here, so just bear with me. You got to understand, like, the reason. Hold on for a second. I want to say this too, because I know a lot of people like, Tasha, just spit it out. Here's the thing. My platform is so big now. We have a lot of insurance, a lot of lawyers.
Child, she don't want to get sued again.
Anything that I say, they're just ready to legal. And I asked Nicki about this. I said, legally sue or do something. And I'm just not in a business to be allocating money towards people's feelings, because that's really what it's about, is people's feelings getting hurt and they want to change the narrative or try to put me on an NDA. And that's exactly what Kevin Hart tried to do, was put me on an NDA.
Like, now I get in it and I see I keep throwing in this stuff.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all that was about. Like, we can't talk about him, whatever. But I'm just being real careful about this because, one, I am on a gag order, throughout this bankruptcy, but two, like, you know, there's just a lot of things that when you look back on it, it's like the credit cards had been being used. The money was already stolen, like bags were stolen, and this happened for years, is what I'm being told. And so I don't know. I guess everything will come out and, you know, in due time, and we shall see.
So Nicki Minaj, the queen of R&B, not R&B, child, the queen of rap, has been getting scammed for money and bad girl. Somebody gonna sue Tasha. Now it may be Nicki Minaj, because technically what it sounded like she said was Nicki was diagnosed, or doctors have been diagnosing people with schizophrenia and bipolar. Her saying Kevin is her power of attorney. Her saying if Kevin is removed, if there's a separation, if they get Kevin out the way, they can then take over her stuff because she has these, you know, mental whatever. I'm like, girl, did you just tell the niggas business? Either way it go, I need Nicki to go sit down somewhere. Okay, immediately. And it seemed like she'll have no friends, because we hear from her and there's a lot of craziness or whatever, and there's never anyone that can back her up directly that seems to have her best interest at heart. Either way though, I'm tired. And I was able to get through all the stuff. Again, I'll probably make a thumbnail after the fact, because I need a nap. It's 11 p.m. But I hope, even though we did not have a thumbnail, I hope y'all still enjoy our conversation. I will probably be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. I'm going to hope and pray we have some kind of news to go off of tomorrow to discuss some things and whatnot, okay? But I need y'all to do a few things for me, okay? You know, watch the replay and then do a little hype thing. Hit a little hype button, child, on the replay, okay? Again, thank y'all for tuning in around here. Make sure to like it, okay? Comment on it, okay? Subscribe, okay? Share, and all that good stuff, okay? I love all y'all. Child, look. I'm gonna take my lipstick off, take my hair out my bun, child. I'm finna get real comfortable, child. Okay, I'm finna go to bed with it, honey. Okay. Again, I hope everybody is gonna have a good, what's today, Tuesday? Have a good Tuesday night, y'all. Get y'all some juice in your system, some water, in case they're hydrated and whatnot. And then we'll see what conversations we'll have tomorrow. Okay. And I love you all. Like, comment, share, and all that. Okay, until tomorrow, y'all gotta go. Bye.